Oh, the epic fail.
What's up, guys? We're here at IFAP.
Hey guys, welcome back to Chillcast. I'm here with two of my best friends, the Epic Waffle Baking Crew.
I am Ernest from Lumpkin County High School. I'm getting paid $50 to act like this kid's best friend.
And next to me is Joshua Hemsworth.
Joshua Moon.
Joshua Moon. He changed
Bro,
his name
thingy
recently.
Moon Knight.
Dude, Moon Knight reference.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Chillcast.
It's Epic Bacon Waffle Kangaroo Narwhal Chillcast. Joe,
Yeah.
you gotta say something.
What do you want me to say?
Anything.
What do you want me to say? We live in a society.
All right.
The rat race of life.
Yeah, you probably remember me from the original episodes.
Or we had the great Steven Universe debate,
The great Steven Universe debate.
and Johnny was screaming like a madman. But Alan, this is your first time being on the podcast.
I'm a podcast newbie. What can I say?
Now we didn't tell you ahead of time that you will have to get circumcised later. Is that okay? Like, does that check out? Like, are you okay with that?
Lord have mercy.
Like, we don't have to do it right now, but if you want
it does have to be on the podcast.
on the podcast.
So like, are they gonna hear it?
No, there's mandatory snip audio that
What?
has to be heard.
When did I agree to this?
It was in the contract that you signed.
Bruh.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back. I quit to start a boy band. You probably heard of it. It's called Green Day. I got a couple Grammys.
Any relation to the pre-existing band Green Day?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Wait,
so you are Green Day.
Yeah, I joined that.
And you consider Green Day a boy
I got kicked
band?
out after eating a TMZ reporter, so
Eating?
I'm back here.
Yeah.
Is this like part of your probation or like?
Yeah. The judge said I am required to be in
40 hours of Chillcast.
40 hours of Chillcast.
Yes, because like in the American legal system, podcast is a form of civil punishment. Yeah.
Cause of death.
Cause of death, podcast recording.
And you're sentenced to 50 hours of podcast recording with Joe Rogan. No.
Oh, hey, maybe we'll get some weed. Yes.
I'm so stoned right now, guys.
I'm so high. Oh my gosh.
You have some water? It's so fucking hot in this room.
I know, it's so fucking hot. But anyway, guys, welcome to the podcast. It's been a bit, and by a bit, I mean like probably half a week. Thanks.
It's been a bit for me.
Yeah, Joey's been on a big hiatus, but we're all back now. It's great. It's pretty epic. Joey, I have a legitimate question for you.
All right.
Okay. How long would you intern at on a Ben Shapiro show?
Like one of his shows.
Like, how long would you be like a coffee boy for Ben Shapiro?
Like one of his
It's unpaid.
like his grift.
Oh, no.
Unpaid.
No. Wait, I gotta think about this again. So, I should say, what's the smallest amount of money you'd accept to be a Ben Shapiro intern coffee boy?
I have to give that grifter coffee.
You gotta give Ben his big old cup of Joe.
For Ben, it would have to be in like 10,000 that range. I'm not doing that for like anybody else.
10,000?
Yeah, I don't want to help make that show.
Right. How about a pair of Guides?
Never mind. Yeah, a pair of Wheaties would.
Change them.
Pair of Wheaties would. I would do it for like a week.
A pound of Zaza.
Yeah, that Wheaties.
Some of that ganja, some of that
So
goblin
I
gas.
drank.
The devil's lettuce. Ooh.
So how familiar are the Chillcast viewers with goblin gas?
I don't even know what that is.
I that.
Is Zaza? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Allen gas.
Dang, I thought Zaza was some
So
good
I would
pizza.
say 95% of our viewers are into that.
Well, I'm thinking about doing some weed merchandise for the channel. You know,
Oh my god.
just, some papers, some grinders, some Effic,
Like some weed paper?
some weed paper.
You smoke weed with
Yeah,
paper?
dude, I'm so high right now.
Fuck. Guys, the room isn't hot. We just smoked a lot of weed in the
I know
room. You
we're
what I'm
just
saying?
we're just what's it called, hot boxing right now.
We hot bagged in this room. The fire alarm went on. We had to disassemble it.
Yeah, we're getting reported to our RA tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are new to the college scene. Yeah, the college streets. I want you
I'm
guys.
24 years old. I'm not new.
I want. I've been here longer than you. What are you talking about? No, but what do you guys think of the campus, honestly?
It's pretty nice. It's pretty small, which I like. I don't like big campuses too much. For what it's worth, this is a pretty nice and quaint little college setting.
I mean, it's pretty cool, I guess.
Pretty
There's like
small.
walking. You gotta there's a big field of grass. It's kind of nice. Like when I went to Georgia State to tour it, there was nothing. They had like one patch of grass on our roof in the middle of the concrete jungle.
It's for like the agriculture club, you know. It's like we're gonna grow tiny tomatoes.
Tiny
Top of-
tomatoes with fucking freaking
Miracle Grow.
Miracle Grow, and it's covered in smog. Like I can taste the pollution. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Like there's nothing happening here, which is, I mean, it's okay, I guess.
What do you guys think of the of your peers in general? Population.
They're nice.
Here? Nice.
Yeah, I think.
Side note,
Yeah.
it's weird that the dining hall is called Chow, because Chow is the name of dog food.
Depending on who you ask, that might be an accurate description, but it depends on who you ask.
Speaking of disgusting food, Alex, you want me to tell you about Terrare now?
You need to know about Terrari.
Who is this you speak of?
Who was Terrare?
Was.
He's long dead.
Oh my gosh, what are you talking about?
This is not a recent thing. This is in the 18th century. An 18th century French peasant named whose only known name is Terrare. His last name is not known. So this was before the French Revolution. This was before all that. And there was a man named Terrare, right?
Okay.
Who he had an appetite.
How big of an appetite, Joseph?
Well, he could eat a wheelbarrow full of bowl organs,
Bowl organs?
and he could digest it, and he'd just, crap it out, I guess. And whenever he was full, he would have this big, massive, pregnant woman gut.
Oh my gosh.
Whenever he had digested all the food and he wasn't full, it'd be a big flap of skin that he could tie around his waist like a belt.
That's
You
real.
could
That's
tie it
real?
around his waist?
Yeah.
That was a real person?
That was a real human.
There are records of this man?
There are records of this man.
There are drawings of this man.
drawings and hospital records of this man.
I would assume hospital records.
He was
yeah.
hospitalized because he had I think he became like a showman.
Oh,
He
like
would
like
go
in
in
a
the streets
like in a,
of France, and
like in a carnival or something?
I don't know. I think he would just eat trash,
Show
and
off his
raw
gut.
meat,
That is absolutely visceral.
and it gets worse. One time, the doctors, they wanted to run some tests on him to find out what the hell was going on, if he was a demon or not, or what. So they gave him a raw eel. Right? What do you think happened with the raw eel, Alex?
I'm gonna guess he got sick.
He put the eel in his mouth, crushed its skull with his teeth, and slurped the entire thing down in one gulp.
That's a horrifying image. That's something you get out of like dark web horror searches.
Yeah.
A creepypasta story.
And I want you to remember, an eel skeleton has like hundreds of like little bones because
Fish before, right?
What?
You've eaten fish before. They have like little bones. You have to worry about.
they have because so that they can just move around like a snake.
Mm-hmm.
So they have like a ton of fucking bones right there. Imagine all those bones after like all the meat and skin gets digested from his stomach. All those bones poking on the inside of his stomach.
That is horrifying.
And he was fine.
That makes me feel bad. That makes me feel weird to think about.
They had a demon on their hands, that hospital, and there was also a point where they gave him a cat, and he ate the entire thing except for the bones, and later coughed out the fur and eyes.
That is...
Joey,
oh my
you gotta tell him about the box.
The box?
Yeah, the box he ate.
Yeah, so at one point, word got out enough of Terare's, fuck.
Closing up your beer bottle.
I just spilled water all over the set, but that's okay.
It's fine.
Word got out of Terare's, talent? I think that's a pretty good word. And the general of the French army at the time, like the most powerful, like one of the most powerful men in France, came to visit him. Terare, we want to use your gift for the good of the country.
Okay.
So they turned him into a spy. They made him eat a wooden box with French secrets to take over enemy lines and take to some other guy in prison. And it worked.
It worked?
He was able to crap it out so he could give it to the guy. But
it was intact?
It worked in a test. Then he went over enemy lines and was caught within a day.
Oh my God.
Caught eating trash.
I assume you can guess why he was caught in a day.
There's like a square
a French madman with his skin tied around his waist like a belt, digging through trash and eating animals.
My gosh.
You can see how he could get caught pretty easily.
I can't believe this guy is real.
Me neither.
This is like the stuff you see on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yeah.
You know? But, oh my gosh. Dude, just imagine like you're walking around. My first image when you said that he like swallowed a full-on like box with like secrets in it, I thought of like him just walking around with like a giant like rectangular prism shape in his throat, like go.
I mean, that has to be what happened.
What happened to my box?
I don't know how you could eat. I assume it wasn't like a big box. It was probably like this big, but still.
No, man, it's a full-on like chest drawer.
Yeah, but then he was caught. The secrets were not that bad, so they just beat him and sent him back to France.
They just gave him a little knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, they just gave him a little mock execution, sent him back to France.
A little slap in the wrist.
And then, essentially, yeah, that's what they did. And then he went back to the hospital, and he's like, please cure me. I don't want to be hungry anymore. I just want to be normal. And they tried everything, and nothing worked. He was still horrifically hungry, and...
But why does he have to eat living organisms like that?
He's so hungry.
He's hungry.
He's hungry.
He's hungry.
You got
the weed munchies.
He got a munchie.
You got that good zaza.
Yeah, Terare famously said, fuck, I got those munchies, bro.
Those French spy munchies.
I got those munchies.
I need some Pizza Hut, but in French, bro.
And then eventually, I believe he was caught drinking blood from bloodletting patients. I think he was caught trying to eat bodies from the mortuary. And the thing that got him kicked out of the hospital was he was caught. Well, no, he wasn't caught, actually. There was a point where a baby, like a 14-month infant, went missing from its room.
No.
And it turns out he ate it.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He hungry.
That is so messed up.
He got the munchies, bro.
I get it.
Guys got to eat. I guess he was hungry.
The weed struggle is real.
He got that munchies, bro. But then
gosh, dude.
he was kicked out of the hospital and
I hope.
then died of tuberculosis, and that's the end of the story.
No, what about his autopsy?
Oh yeah, his autopsy. So they finally found out what the fuck was wrong with him. They opened his mouth, and if you open his mouth, you could see all the way down his throat into his stomach cavity, perfectly.
Ugh.
And they opened his body. His stomach was so bloated that it was about like 90% of his organs, and everything else is just way smaller.
All the digestive organs were bigger.
Yeah.
How is he breathing?
With his mouth.
Yeah.
Got him. Like, that means he basically has like no lung capacity. Like, how is he alive?
Yeah, stomach capacity.
He had the stomach capacity.
I don't know.
Imagine if you
And
took
we
him to a
probably will never
buffet.
know.
What?
Imagine if you took him to a buffet.
Dude, he get his money's worth.
Well, they did. The bull organs. That's what he got. That's what he got as a reward for being a spy.
That is, oh my gosh, that sounds like a horrible like cryptid character.
And we'll probably never know if he was. What the hell happened there? Because I don't think there's ever going to be a man like that ever again. Hopefully.
Hopefully, I don't want anybody else eating literal infants. That's absolutely horrific. That's like Dark Souls. That's like a Dark Souls boss or something. That sounds.
Terraria?
Yeah, he sounds like. He sounds like he's a character out of like a cryptid lore or like Dark Post r/Dark Post on Reddit.
He's kind of the goat, though. You have to admit it.
Imagine if you like.
It takes a lot of courage.
Bull organ pot pie.
Ugh,
Yeah, bull organ
dude,
pot pie. That's what beef pot pie is.
Ugh. Oh, speaking of beef pot pie, tonight, Alan, Joey, and I treated ourselves to a delightful dinner at IHOP because we checked the menu of the dining hall, and tonight they had beef pot pie.
Beef and mushroom pot roast with scalloped potatoes.
And we've made a rule. We've made a rule that we avoid anything that has the word pot in it at any dining setting, really.
One exception.
One exception?
Only if it's weed pie.
Oh, yeah.
Beef pot pie. Oh, I like that.
No, because
I like
we were talking earlier about how like at this point, like, why do we need to eat like food or dishes that were designed as like a way to finish off leftovers in like colonial times?
Freaking Jebediah Woolard. His entire family's starving, so they just get the leftovers from like the bottom of like the trash can. Like,
Guys, what's for dinner? Chicken pot pie. Everybody shovel in the leftover vegetables and chicken scraps.
I just don't think there's a need to eat chicken pot pie anymore. Like, we've developed enough as a society that we don't need to eat chicken pot pie.
We have enough resources to make literally any other food other than chicken pot pie. There are so many options.
Like, I get sick thinking about chicken pot pie.
it's leftovers stuffed in bread. You're like, my favorite.
America.
Is there anyone in the planet whose favorite food is chicken pot pie?
Probably Mr. Chicken or Mr. Pot or Mr. Pie.
Oh, I'm Mr. Pot.
Dude, you're Mr. Pot.
I'm Mr. Pot.
Weed. Oh, weed. High five. Oh, yeah, nuck it.
No one could see that, but
No
that's
one could
okay.
see it. Yeah. Man, dude, weed's just great. We call this the weed episode.
So I'm basically Terraria,
yeah.
but instead of like needing to eat a ton of food, I need to smoke a ton of weed, bro.
I know at IHOP the server was like, dude, can you stop smoking here? Because you were just like you were just like smoking like a chimney,
Yeah.
Remember what we saw in IHOP?
Oh yeah, there was a guy open carrying at IHOP.
That was
And I was the only one who noticed it. There was
Dude.
just a guy with a pistol on the side of his belt.
dude. Why do you need to brandish a weapon at an IHOP?
I know.
What's gonna happen?
What's going to happen at an IHOP?
Michael
friend's-
Smith doesn't pay for his
friend
pancakes.
My friend sent me a text. Hang on, keep going. This guy will not stop. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Corey just sent me that. All right. It's porn.
For context,
It's porn.
Joey's friend just sent him animal related
It's furry porn.
furry porn.
That's what it is. Okay.
And I'm gonna make you turn it off. Turn your phone off because like I'm getting a little
Can you say
too up right now. But we'll continue.
I am so horny right now.
I am so horny right now, dude, I hate it when I'm talking with my friends and I just get up, you know? I hate it. I just hate it when I get up.
Getting up.
You guys break up. You're saying up.
Getting up, bro.
I'm getting up.
Instead of saying I'm getting an erection, I just say I'm getting up.
Oh, you're waking up. No,
I'm getting up. Ugh.
Fuck, I'm getting up.
Dude,
bro.
that's Zaza does it for me.
Hell nah.
Why is the room still so hot?
Oh my god, because of me, guys.
Get that weed,
Because
bro.
of weed.
I got
Okay, no, we gotta stop with the weed jokes. It's getting so annoying right now.
I think the mic cut off. What was your joke?
The weed joke.
No, the one before that. I think your mic cut out.
Oh, for me being like super horny,
Yeah. Can you say it again?
dude. I'm just so horny.
I think your mic cut out again.
Oh yeah, dude. Imagine you were
Holy crap.
you were a judge at like in like a trial, you know, and like someone's like testifying in the like in a little booth next to the judge stand, and you're like, and they're like, oh yeah, so on the night of the 5th, I was walking to my car, and you're like, can you speak up? And they're like, on the night of the 5th, I was walking to my car, and you're like, oh, could you speak up again? And you're like trolling people who are trying to give legitimate testimony.
I would love to troll. I would be like, they call me the meme judge, and I would like
Yeah.
they'd say like,
I didn't kill him. And you'd be like, boy.
the honorable Joseph Hartzler presiding.
and then they'd be like, he broke into my car and he smacked me across the face with a crowbar. I was knocked out. I woke up and my car was gone. I would go, boy.
You go, you know that's how the alcohol is good.
I'd be like, damn.
I go, damn.
You just have like a soundboard. You play like you play like Vine sound effects. You're like, dude, you should be busier in the kitchen.
Oh, damn.
Bruh.
He needs some milk.
He needs some. Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. You just ruined so many like important like trials. You'd be fired.
Like at the trial of the century, and I just go, it's like give me a trial. I'll make it epic.
Alan, you go.
Craig Kettleman embezzling $1.4 million for.
Maybe they should get 1 million pussies.
Damn.
Oh, mom, get the camera. Oh, damn,
What do
bro.
people call like posse? What does people call it again? Like entourage? They have an entourage. You're like, damn, like
Damn.
You have a bunch of hype men behind you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Ivan.
behind the judge's stand.
The judge goes, I just broke up with my girl. Here's a number. Psych.
You play a soundboard button.
That's the wrong number.
You press a button on your soundboard that says dinner.
Sir, he killed 3 dinners with his.
He killed. Yes, we should make YouTube poops of
Of actual trials.
trials. It's like
OJ's trial.
yeah, he says if the glove doesn't fit, he must
Spaghetti. Hey, Luigi.
gay Luigi.
No, you're just like you just ruin like really, really depressing moments in court where someone's like, I was driving 100 miles per hour and I hit that poor boy.
I was driving 100 miles in my Scion TS before I crashed it.
He needs some milk.
What time is it?
What time is it?
42. 11 years after Jesus died.
Can we talk about that for a second, Alan? You talk about.
Okay, so there's this show called The Rehearsal, and on episode 2, there's this one guy who's like, oh, I'm not gonna say Jesus freak because that implies it's bad, but he's making a lot of not bad, but weak connections to religion that don't make a lot of sense.
This guy is one of the first guys featured on this show called The Rehearsal by Nathan Fielder, right? Nathan Fielder, that's his name.
I hardly know her.
Got him. Damn,
Boy.
you need some milk. No, anyway, and so Nathan Fielder is most popularly known for his show Nathan For You. But as you were saying, this guy that was on his most recent show would just make weak connections between random numbers in the Bible.
Like 32, that's how old that Jesus died. 66, 1 6 off of 666.
Oh.
You just start quoting Bible verses based off the time, which would be every time.
What, you like 314?
It's like John 3:16.
John 3:16. Wait, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you don't know your Bible lore.
I didn't. I fucked up the Bible.
No, but I think the best part is his license plate, or lack thereof.
Oh yeah, that guy tried to drive, did succeed in driving without a license plate, and while he was under the influence of
weed.
Ooh,
He's a lot of that. A lot of that.
No, I just like how Nathan walks up to him. He's like, "Wait, are you gonna drive? Yeah. You don't have a license plate." And he's like, "No, you don't need one to drive." And I'm like, "What? What?" That means that before they filmed this show, he had no license plate. He was driving around with no license plate, and he still hasn't gotten caught. How?
Damn.
But he claims to be this like reformed Christian, law-abiding citizen, and it's like, yeah, you don't need a license plate.
It was so funny when his like roommate was getting mad at him. What was he saying? He was
It's
like,
"Step up!
"Yeah, he kept going, step up."
Step up! Say
on,
it to me
step
now."
up.
Then when he left,
It's like, what are you talking about? Step up, man.
Both of them are just fighting over nothing.
I know.
Absolutely
It's
nothing.
never like explained what they're fighting
and
over.
then, like at the he's like that's his devil fighting, or his demon fighting for him. He doesn't mean
Exactly.
this.
No, it cuts to like B-roll footage of them, like of this guy in his apartment, and it cuts to like a nice conversation with him and his roommate's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get some milk later." "Okay, that's fine, it's fine." And then it cuts to them like maybe like an hour later, and the one guy's sitting in the chair like on his phone, ignoring the other guy, and he's like, "Dude, step up and say it to me right now. Step up." And it's like, what are they arguing about?
About that weed.
Weed. This is the weed episode.
The weed episode. Marijuana.
Gang weed.
Bobby, I'd like to toke up too.
I like that toke.
Is there any water left?
Huh?
Is there any water left?
A little bit.
He needs some water.
He needs some.
He needs some. Finish the meme.
Milk.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Weed.
So mad right now.
So how can we combine Terraria with the Bible? It can be done.
Someone's staring at us.
We're gonna
There's a
write
weapon.
Terraria into the Bible.
Yeah, like that guy on the
On the third day, he swallowed a hen.
probably did.
Yeah, honestly,
That was
probably.
a good one.
I think your mic cut out.
Oh yeah, dude, don't do that to me. Could you speak up?
Could you speak up?
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
But yeah, a lot of great shows. A lot of great shows have come out recently, like The Rehearsal,
The final season better good son.
final season of Better Call Saul,
Better
and
call this dick.
just recently, all three of us got an HBO account together, and we've been watching. I've been catching up on a lot of Cartoon Network shows and Adult Swim shows like Samurai Jack, which I'm really enjoying so far. Honestly, I think it's one of the best shows Cartoon Network or Adult Swim has ever released. Honestly, just because like the comedy is so consistent, but at the same time, it's like just a general like good story, and also one of my favorite voice actors, Mako, voices Aku. He's most famously known for voicing Uncle Iroh in Avatar: The Last Airbender. And what's interesting is when he passed away, he was replaced by the same voice actor who replaced him in Avatar.
I can't take the Uncle. You know that Uncle Iroh scene where it's like leaves from the vine?
Dude, that makes me cry every time.
My friends ruined that scene for me because they just quit as a joke. I'm like, stop.
No, dude, I cry every time I watch that scene.
Wait, what scene?
In Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The homage to the
It-
voice actor.
Yeah, when he passed away, they made like the episode Tales of Ba Sing Se, where they have little short stories with each character. And Iroh's is just about him being the nicest person ever, and then grieving his dead son. And it's like one of the saddest like cartoon episodes ever. But yeah, no, every time I watch that scene, I
Stop
cry.
pouting.
Joey is pouting right now. You gonna cry?
You gonna cry?
Gonna cry? Your mama gonna cry? But no, that and so when I watch Avatar, there are certain scenes that make me really emotional. Another one that also involves Iroh is when he reunites with Zuko at the very end, and Zuko's like, "Oh, I thought you'd be mad at me for like for doing all this stuff," and Iroh's like, "No, I was sad because I thought you'd lose your way. I thought you lost your way." And every time, honestly, it makes me tear up a little bit, just because the whole idea of redemption and everything. As I say this, Alan is taking off his rings like he's about to like beat someone up or something.
It's really hot in this room. So
It is.
I can't stop saying that.
Dude, are you
Get that away from the butt.
Joey, are you actually trying to fart into the mic right now?
No.
Please don't do that, dude. People are going to have to put their mouths near that.
No, I wasn't doing that.
Dude, you'd be like,
I wasn't doing that.
they got that Joey thing.
I wasn't doing that.
Okay, we're going to have to label that microphone as Joey's microphone.
There's no proof that I was going to fart in the mic.
You were literally...
There's literally no video proof.
You were spreading and presenting.
There was no video proof. They're lying, bro. They're lying. Why you always lying? Why you always lying?
It's raining tacos.
Like in the court, it's like, I didn't kill those 3 people.
Lying. You're lying.
How do you are charged with indecent exposure, robbery, aggravated assault, and terrorism. How do you plead? Not guilty. Why you always lying? Why the fuck you lying?
Dude, wait, okay. It takes extensive schooling to be an actual judge, I assume.
No.
No?
You just sign up online. It's like being a. What are the people that administer a wedding?
Like they officiate a wedding?
Yeah.
They just become like a minister for a day. They like.
Yeah, you can do that. Judge for a day.
I highly doubt that the legal system, the American legal system, would let judges be like people who signed up the day before.
It's like principal for a day, but worse.
But actually worse. But honestly, that would be kind of funny if that was a huge oversight in the U.S. It's like lawyers have to have extensive schooling and they have to go to law school and they have to pass the bar, but judges just get to sign up that day. There's a $200 bonus if you sign up in Utah.
You get more bonuses if you plead more people guilty.
Exactly. No, that's a thing. Not with the court systems, but with like police officers. They have to reach a certain quota of speeding tickets. Isn't that insane? They have to reach a certain quota of speeding tickets to add to like the county budget or whatever.
Not enough people are speeding.
That's not how you should like go into your job of you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Controlling like the traffic. Like you don't go into it going, I need to get this. I need to get this many people tickets, and I need to make sure that this many people are penalized for passing on the non-passing lane.
Passing gas for like.
Oh,
Dude, that sounded real for a second. That was gross. That was vile. Oh my gosh. No, that's not how. There shouldn't be a quota system.
yeah, they should.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Honestly, that was a good argument.
Argument debunked by.
Christianity debunked by the epic llama.
Narwhal.
Wandering llama.
Wait, guys, I have a question for y'all.
Yes.
What's Taco Cat spelled backwards?
Epic Narwhal Bacon Squad.
I think it's Taco Cat.
No way, really?
You're wrong, Alex.
It's not?
That's not funny.
Oh.
It is Taco Cat.
It is Taco Cat. Taco Cat. It's Taco Cat backwards. Yeah, I just kind of like to read.
I just like to just get in my little nook and read a book.
When
when
it's
it's
a rainy
rain-
day, like sitting up by the window and reading.
Sitting by the window with a nice pie on the windowsill.
I curl up with a nice book in a rainy storm.
Rainy storm, get struck by lightning, get a big lightning bolt cracked in my skull.
Rainy storms, Hurricane Katrina.
What?
Dude, yeah, I read The
during-
Fault in Our Stars during Hurricane Irma.
Dude, it was so nice. Like I lost
It was
power,
so
my
nice.
house flooded. But like
It was.
Let's just say let's just say the hurricane was my everything.
Let's just say the hurricane was.
my Taco
Oh
Cat.
my god!
There,
Big ass bug on the window.
there is someone climbing the building right now.
A
with
big ass
plungers.
bug on window.
Alan, push him off the windowsill.
Sir,
What
That'd
is
be
that
horrible.
bug?
It's a grapper.
an Alan Hopper.
Get that crap. More like an asshopper.
More like a weed hopper
weed
grass.
But seriously, that fucking scared the fuck out of me. I don't know why.
Dude, it's the government with their spy cameras.
I thought it was government with their spy cameras killing thousands of children.
That documentary was filled with lies and ignorance.
Lies and ignorance.
We should hire Michael Jackson as our
Hire Michael Jackson.
as
How's he
our
doing these days?
as our entire PR team. Like imagine Michael Jackson walking up to the next Chillcast convention. You know.
Yeah.
CastCon
If we ever get in trouble, Michael Jackson will go on stage and go. That's ignorant. You're ignorant.
You're just because I got in the bed with a kid, it's not sexual.
You're ignorant. This is just a Family Guy bit. I just want to let you guys know.
No. But you've seen that clip, that interview, right?
Yeah.
Where he's talking to the guy, and it's like, but
There's nothing sexual about that.
You get in the bed with the child? Yeah, but you're making it sexual. It's not sexual. You know, sometimes I clean up my doo-doo feces.
It was disgusting. My doo-doo feces everywhere.
Speaking of Family Guy, remember when we watched Family Guy Funny Moments a few days ago?
Oh my fucking god.
Was it really funny?
No. There were like a million jokes of Peter Griffin getting raped by various things.
Various things you don't get raped by.
Why is that a
There were
commonality?
like 3. There was like one where he got raped by like the smell of a pie on the windowsill. There's one where he was a strawberry.
Dude, do you think that what's his name?
Seth MacFarlane?
Do you think Seth MacFarlane is just like slowly rotting in the
He's
brain?
not. He doesn't write those anymore. He just does the voice acting. He doesn't write it.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, do you think just because of all of his experience with writing many episodes, you think his brain is just slowly rotting?
Yes.
He only can relive his memories by thinking of it in the Family Guy art style.
Remember the time?
In his head, he's like, "Remember the time I was born?"
Hey Brian, remember the time I got raped by a strawberry?
Remember the time I was almost in the 9/11 plane?
The 800th chicken fight.
The chicken fights are dope as fuck. I ain't even lie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I ain't even lie, bro. But no, I don't know what. Oh my god, that thing is huge.
Thank you, man, but I'm not into you that way.
and the video was called it was Family Guy dark offensive jokes, not for snowflakes.
No,
Number 11.
Number
Yeah,
11.
there were like a million of them.
Please tell me it had a movie maker lyric video intro where it's "Hey guys, I put this clip video together."
It kept having subscribe gifs.
Yeah. And half the jokes were not even that offensive at all. There was a joke where it was I'll be real, I only remember the rape jokes, but
Yeah, because those are the worst ones.
yeah.
No, but I think it's funny. You've seen those early YouTube era lyric videos,
Yeah.
where it's all made in Movie Maker,
Yeah.
but at the end they credit themselves MP3 provider Jeff, lyric typer Jeff,
Song David Bowie's Changes.
adaption to video Jeff. They're taking credit for something they barely even did. It's it's like if I uploaded a lyric video for
Poop.
a
Not
Nicki
bad.
Minaj song and said yeah, I put this together. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah,
But you don't.
that would be so funny if they had an audio message at the end, thank you for listening to my song. I mean, David Bowie's song. Subscribe.
This guy.
Even though I put it on this site and y'all wouldn't have found it without me.
I actually am kind of a connoisseur when it comes to music.
I listen to the Beatles and Bob Dylan.
I listen to the Beatles and Elvis. All new music is trash.
I listen to Insane Clown Posse. And
Huh?
I listen to Insane Clown Posse.
Insane Clown Posse?
Insane Clown Posse and Snoop Dogg.
I like the idea of someone going to an AA meeting and they're it goes around the circle and then it gets to you and you're you misunderstand the prompt and you're listen to Insane Clown Posse.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
My name is Cletus and I love Insane Clown Posse. And beer.
Cletus, can you tell us about your experience with addiction? I like Elvis and Johnny Depp.
I can't stop listening
Sir.
to them. It's
Sir.
an addiction.
Sir, please leave.
Can I have some lemonade biscuits on the way out?
Yeah.
Isn't this what happened in Fight Club?
Yeah, it turns out he's not even at an AA meeting. It's just a bunch of his voices talking to him.
No, that's the beginning of Fight Club where the guy just goes to a bunch of a bunch of cancer coping groups, and he just goes there. It's Alcoholics Anonymous, but not.
Does he have cancer?
No.
Oh, so why is he there? Just
for the intention and pity.
Interesting.
It's a good movie.
No, I've heard great things, but I've heard my favorite joke of all time is when people go to class and they're like, the first rule of Psychology 1101 is to not talk about Psychology 1101.
Oh, because it's crazy.
Like this weed.
Or my favorite thing is when people use the "what happens here stays in here."
What happens at UNG
Stays at UNG. Let's gatekeep an
that
experience.
is a reference to the underground submarine on the field. There's a submarine under the field.
There is.
I hope it's yellow like the Beatles one.
'Cause
Anyway.
I like the Beatles. But yeah, so back to the campus. I want you guys to talk about some of the weirdest experiences you guys have had so far.
Can I talk about the atheist one?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so like yesterday, I'm sitting in U.S. history, which is all right class. I mean, you just take notes. And then there's usually this one girl who like raises her hand, but that's besides the point. She wasn't here yesterday, so that's where I'm going with this.
Mm-hmm.
And then our teacher, we're talking about like social Darwinism because we're talking about like John Rockefeller. And then freaking some kid raises his hand. I'm like, oh, I expected like a normal answer because the teacher asked, who is Charles Darwin? And this kid starts off his sentence with saying, Charles Darwin is essentially the guy who created atheism by
Oh my gosh.
That's one thing. That's the worst interaction I've had at this campus.
He he's right.
He created atheism.
Everyone believed in God.
Charles Darwin created atheism. Honestly, I believe it.
Everyone believed in God before Charles Darwin was born. The moment he was born.
They believe in science now.
Yeah. Ugh.
Science.
Do you guys think Charles Darwin was the Antichrist? Like, think about it. Like, he created atheism.
You got a good point.
Like, he was in the laboratory creating atheism.
Yeah, he was infecting.
The lab.
He was infecting our kids with those filthy vaccines.
Also, Joey, what's your worst interaction? Like, the worst thing you've seen on this campus?
The worst thing I've seen on campus. I don't know, honestly.
I dropped my ring.
Ah, jeez.
I don't know what the worst thing I've seen is. I'm gonna have to think about that.
What about you, Alex?
Probably the weirdest situation I've been in here on campus. It was a situation where I felt like a couple minutes of like legitimate fear, because I was heading back to my dorm late one night, and I walked by this like alleyway, and there was this guy who was visibly intoxicated. He did not know where he was, and he was walking around with his arms like swaying side to side, and he's like almost walking into like stop signs and stuff. And then he sees me and he goes, hey you. And I'm like, I look at him, I don't say anything. And he looks at me and he goes, hey you. And I just stand there, and he's like, stay away from my girl. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you heard me, stay away from my girl. And I'm like, I've never seen this man before in my life.
Fight Club.
Honestly, he probably was like a second identity or something, or second consciousness.
I don't think this is the worst thing that's happened, but it's definitely the funniest thing that's happened. Me and my friends. Should I give them fake names?
Yeah.
All right. So my friends
Dean.
Dean and Wayne. My friends Dean and Gene.
Yeah.
We're going to this cookout across campus at this like church.
Oh yeah, I think I went to that same one last year.
Yeah, we went to it, and it was like a Christian thing, and we weren't gonna be like, God is fake, give us burgers. But like we weren't there for like a service or anything. We were just there for burgers and hot dog and fries.
I did the exact same thing last year.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you got a good point.
And so we went there, and like who I assume was like the head priest was like talking. He was like, all right, guys, enjoy the hamburgers, enjoy the drink. And they start praying. And Gene doesn't realize it. Bless his heart, he doesn't realize it at
Bless
first.
his heart.
Bless his heart, he doesn't realize it at first. He pulls out like a pack of gum. Everyone is like silent except for the guy. He starts like handing us gum. We're like no, we like kind of shoo him off, and we're like, and then he goes, you guys want gum? And like everyone around us just like pivots their heads over to us.
Oh my God.
He just pivots their head over to us, and he's like, they're like, Gene, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You guys want gum?
They're fucking praying. And then he's like, well, How was I supposed to know that? Like everyone has their heads bowed and are silent. And one, do you think they were admiring their kicks? Do you think they were admiring their kicks?
Their J's.
The J's. And then he's like, so later on, and you know what? There's some character development here because then Gene was like, guys, I feel bad. And me and Dean were like what? Who do you feel bad for? Everybody. Like, what do you mean?
Did he say it like that?
Yes. and then we were like, what do you mean you feel bad for everyone? Like what happened? It was like, I ruined the prayer. It's like, no, you didn't.
Dude, God.
It was embarrassing, but you didn't ruin it.
You didn't soil the prayer.
He was acting like everyone there was damned to hell the moment he took out the gum.
Well, no, they were.
Well, yeah, but we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
I think that's my favorite thing that's happened so far.
I'm trying to think. The only other crazy memory I have takes place in my room. Though I got back to my room after a whole weekend at Dragon Con. Partying at Dragon Con.
Getting drunk, getting high with weed.
Smoking some good weed at Dragon Con. But
that Dragon Zaza.
In my inflatable dragon suit or dinosaur suit.
You hotboxed it?
No, I hotboxed my inflatable suit.
I kind of passed out for a bit.
I just got lost. But no, I got back to my room late one night. I got back to my room late one. Yeah. I don't know. I keep second guessing myself.
You got back to your room late.
I got back to my room late at night, and that's making weird noises when someone's like shaking their microphone.
Sorry.
Anyway, I got back to my room late at night, and I just felt absolutely awful. And I went to bed, and then it's like 3 a.m. and I'm still not asleep, and I'm like in the fetal position at this point, and I just still feel awful. And I'm like, oh, man, am I just really gassy or something? And so, I'm trying to get the gas out or do something. And I still feel awful. So I go to the bathroom and I'm like, oh no, what if I throw up? And I just sit there and nothing happens. And I stand over the toilet. I'm just ready. I'm accepting it at this point and nothing happens. And then I leave the bathroom, and it's right as I leave the bathroom, I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. And then as soon as I pass the sink, the urge hits me, and I just dump my stomach contents into the sink.
Terrari wouldn't have done that.
Terrari.
Yeah, he would have just ate the toilet. But no, and I felt horrible. And I'm just looking at all my your
Terrari juice.
All my stomach contents in the sink over here, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's like, and at that point it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I have class at 8 a.m. and I'm just miserable, and I try to clean it best I can, and I wake up, and then my roommate has the gall to say, dude, someone threw up in the sink. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, someone should really clean that up. And I'm like, yeah, no, that was me. I'll do it in a second. And he's like, dude, this is messed up. I'm like, okay, thanks, man.
That's messed up, bro.
It's like, fuck. Dude, he's like, whoa, someone totally tossed their cookies.
Yacked on the.
Yo, someone snuck in here and yacked on the.
Someone tossed their cookies in the.
Cookies
in
here. That's
really disgusting, bro. Who would ever do that? Someone should really clean that up. I'm like, I'll get to it. But I didn't end up going to class that day because I was miserable, and I just kind of stayed in bed all day. And then I tried to get an excuse note from the
Student Health Center.
Yeah, from the Student Health Center. And the lady said, what do you want me to do? Literally word for word said, what do you want me to do? I was like, I just need an excuse.
Rub my tummy.
Rub my tummy.
No, I was like, I just need an excuse so I won't get counted as an unexcused absence.
Then what?
And she's like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, oh.
What, you want to cry?
What you gonna cry?
Back in my day, we went to school and we had tuberculosis, and you're whining over a stomach ache.
We would drink so many beers and get
some beer,
get yellow fever, and eat chicken pot pie, and go to class.
I get polio and fucking die.
Maybe still went to class.
We still went.
But I ain't messing with no vaccines. Yes.
I need some good weed.
We
need to stop talking
we
about
gotta
weed.
stop. This started the weed episode.
Oh my gosh.
The Zaza episode.
No, but I was actually super. I got red in the face when I'm just like, I feel sick. I need an excuse so I won't be counted. So it won't be counted as like an unexcused absence. And she just looks me dead in the face and is like, no, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't. You're not sick right now. I'm like, I know. I couldn't get out of bed when I was sick. And she's like, what do you want me to do?
She got you though.
And she's like, I guess she's like, oh, you should probably just email your professor. I'm like, okay. And I walked up to him the next day and I was like, hey, so here's why I couldn't get an excuse. I was sick, but this lady wouldn't give me the excuse. And he was like, huh, that sucks. And then he just went back to like tossing papers, like going through his like little files. And I was like, oh, okay.
I just think they don't care.
No, yeah, I don't. To be fair, that professor was one of my favorite professors, so I wasn't mad at him. I was just like, I was just shocked that like the lady was like, no,
I don't want to give you an excuse.
I don't want to give you an excuse.
I guess the whole thing about that is like, I guess she was afraid she was just going to give someone like who was faking it.
True. But like
but still,
I probably looked kind of sickly though at that point because I didn't get any sleep and I was like overheating and everything. But still,
that's the only thing I could think of.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking about. Okay, yesterday I told you about that NPC moment I experienced. So Alan, I was at the dining hall, and I walked up to the drink machine.
The drink machine.
And this guy was standing in front. No joke, he was standing in front of the drink machine, and he kept filling his cup up with water and tasting it and going, and then like pouring it out, and then getting some more water, And I'm just standing there waiting to get my like drink, and I'm like waiting behind him.
What are you doing?
And he won't take a hint. Like, because you can tell when someone's behind you. You kind of just have that sense. But like, I'm just standing there, and he's like,
not bad.
Not bad. I'm like, what are you doing?
Then one time he takes a sip.
He's like,
Me and Alex, I don't know why that reminds me. I think because we were talking about it at that time. We were in the diner, and this truck goes by, like the coolest fucking truck I've ever seen in my life.
Alan, you should have seen it. It was like,
was this today?
Yes. It was this low to the ground, like
big black,
old,
like,
big black
boxy truck, like the boxiest truck I've ever seen,
with huge yellow and red flames on the front.
I think I've seen that car.
Oh my gosh,
it was so cool.
The guy was wearing a trucker's hat and he had a huge beard
and like a big fucking pit vipers.
Wait, do you have the pit vipers?
I think so. He had like sunglasses on that looked like the big, like the super tinted sunglasses.
The fisherman sunglasses.
Yeah. It was so cool. Like my mouth like opened.
It was so surreal. Like I did not expect to see that.
Car straight out of GTA.
Yes. Exactly.
So you found the Sim NPC one day, then you found the GTA NPC the next day.
Exactly. I think honestly, I wouldn't be surprised by now if we like actually like I'm not gonna go into like, oh, we live in a simulation, the Matrix, but like
live in the simulation, we see black.
No.
But honestly, there are moments in life where it makes me question existence because like one of my favorite NPC moment videos on YouTube is where this guy is like this guy's son is filming him and he's walking in a parking lot and he's like really sweaty and he's like the son's like, say something, you're on camera, and the guy the old man the dad is like, last night I saw 3 young women walking down the street and I said, hey, you 3 young women, why are you walking down that way? There ain't nothing down there. And then the women looked at me and they flew away. Them were birds.
You're on camera, say something. We live in a simulation.
But honestly, we do. Oh my gosh.
Like, these people are real.
That guy was real, and he actually hallucinated and thought that these 3 like pigeons were like actual human beings walking around.
I love
I said, hey.
I do that when I'm high, bro.
Hey, you 3 young women. Why are you walking down that way? There ain't nothing down there.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
It sounds like this one account that like it's a bot that tweets like a bunch of like kids jokes.
Yeah.
Because like it shows like the kids have the idea of a joke structure, but they can't think of a punchline. So it gives them that same energy of like, I saw 3 women, and I said hi to them, and they weren't women, they were birds, birds in the wind.
Dude, that's actual comedy. We should go to the Laugh Factory and just like look up jokes while we're on the stage. It's like funny jokes 2019. Just pull up like a BuzzFeed article.
What did the liberals say to the Republican? Why is that beer so? I don't know.
How many liberals does it take to change a light bulb?
Dude, fuck the woke people. Fuck the woke people.
Up yours, woke moralist. We'll see who cancels who.
I will not be deleting that tweet until I find out exactly what it did to
Break the
break
Twitter.
the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches?
My next video will be a message to Muslims. I can't believe that's real. Jordan Peterson, if you guys don't know what we're talking about Jordan Peterson and his amazing internet career.
He's the GOAT, bro. Fuck the fucking liberals, dude. I think that's my new favorite thing. Let me preface. I'm as leftist as they come.
I say, what?
But I love making fun of them liberals, bro. You know what I mean? I just love saying, fuck those liberals, bro. Fuck the woke people, bro.
Can we talk about your little Gundam style dance at Walmart today?
Yeah, do it. You tell the story.
I think we might show this clip at the beginning of the podcast, but after we concluded our meal at IHOP, we went to Walmart to get some stuff.
Some milk, some TP.
Some milk, some TP.
Some poop.
Some poop, some pee.
For the TP.
The TP. But, my gosh. No, but, and Joey stopped us. We stopped in our tracks, and, you know, he got a good look around his surroundings, and then he pulled off the best Gundam style dance I had ever seen.
In Dawsonville.
And that's right after you like screamed at some children, I think.
That was before.
No, that was before.
Yeah, that was before you screamed at some children. Too bad.
What about that?
Sadly, we didn't get that on camera. And we also didn't get the fact, sadly, I wasn't filming when you were like going through the lunch meat section and like picking up ham from bags and just eating it with your bare hands.
Yeah, don't tell people about that. Tell them about how, God, those kids, dog, they were running straight for us, though. You can't
And they
blame them.
crashed.
They crashed. You could have saved them.
I could have saved them.
Basically, some kids were running down the aisle, and I went, stop it, stop it.
I think you scared them, honestly.
I think I did. I feel bad.
They stopped after that. They're never going to run down an aisle again.
And then they went, woo, woo, woo. Remember that part? Woo.
There was some lady just in Walmart just like screaming, just like yelling, like they're making like police siren sound.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I go, stop.
They were impersonating a police car, honestly.
And that's
great.
not legal.
That is illegal.
That is
Yeah,
illegal.
that's
Citizens arrest.
Citizens arrest. We should start performing citizens arrest whenever we see something we don't like. It's like in the middle of class when someone's like, hey, teacher, don't we have homework? Oh, citizens arrest.
No.
Got him.
Bad teacher moment.
Got him.
So why does the teacher give us homework?
When she could teach us in class.
Dude.
Oh, take that, woke moralist.
Why does the teacher teach us about math and we learn about tags?
Or stocks.
Or stocks.
Dude, that takes me back to
1939.
no. my middle school days when a friend of mine refused to learn evolution.
Can't blame him.
It might be the same. What if it's the same guy from my U.S. history class?
Dude, that would be so funny. But he was like he was an A student. And then, he's one of the most like logical people I knew at that point. And then he looks at me dead in the face and he's like, I'm not learning evolution, Alex. She can't make me. The teacher can't make me. I'm like, what? And he's like, I just don't believe in it. I'm like, okay. So you're going to potentially fail the class over this. Yep. My GPA will drop, but I ain't learning evolution.
I'm standing my ground.
I'm going to open carry at a Dairy Queen, which is true. I witnessed someone open carry at a Dairy Queen.
The Dairy Queen right by school?
Right by the middle school.
Oh.
Right by my middle school.
The junior high.
Junior high. Alan, I was supposed to tell you about junior high. When I was in middle school, it's funny, back to middle school. When I was in middle school,
The old days.
I tried to make an Office parody called Junior High. And you can imagine how bad it was.
My favorite episode is the one where...
Wait, is it the channel you were talking about earlier?
My old gaming channel.
My favorite episode is the episode where he's talking about, like, he's in like the library or like the cafeteria or something, and he's like reading something, and he falls asleep, and then suddenly he wakes up in the gym and he goes, "Huh? Where am I?" And the video ends.
Who acts in them?
Huh?
Who acts in them?
Some of my friends and me. The whole thing was, instead of it being like a mockumentary, it was supposed to be a mockumentary like The Office, but the camera is the perspective of me, the main character, and I'm filming from my perspective, kind of like like a what's it called? I can't think of the word. Like the cameras that you strap to bikes.
Oh,
GoPros.
GoPro.
Like imagine like if I had a GoPro, but I would literally hold the iPad up in front of
The school-issued iPad.
school issued iPad. I'd film with in front of my face, and I filmed like my friends, and we'd come up with like jokes like on the fly between like classes and stuff like that before lunch. And in some episodes where I literally did not have enough content to make a full episode, I would film stuff like the shot.
It was literally like 20. It was like a 20-second long video
of me
you
just
falling asleep in like the cafeteria,
and then waking up in the gym
and going, "Huh? Where am I?" And that's the whole joke.
And then like I actually have a distinct memory of asking my gym teacher, "Hey, can I film something real quick?" Instead of doing my end of class exercises, and she's like, "Yeah, sure." And I got my friend Cameron to like throw a basketball and miss on purpose into the hoop, and he's like I filmed like a little quick interview of him going, "Yeah, I'm basically an expert at basketball," and then like it cuts to him like throwing the ball and he misses the hoop, and then it cuts back to him saying, "You didn't see that."
Oh,
or something like that.
Bro,
like I would set up like hook, line, and sinker, like just really
you didn't
dumb
see
jokes.
that, dude. Like,
or like one of my favorite / not favorite it's the first episode. A friend of mine, two friends of mine are sitting on the ground on like the football field, and they're playing rock paper scissors. Have you seen that one?
I don't remember anything from it except for the basketball.
It's the first episode, and he's like, and it's like my two friends, and they're like rock paper scissors, and then at one turn, one of my friends goes rock paper scissors, dildo. Oh, and then the other guy's like, "What? That's not a move," and he's like, "This is how we play it at home."
Damn, bro, he needs some milk.
I thought I was a comedic genius.
Why you always lie?
I mean, to be fair, that is what I found funny in middle school.
No, really, like your sense of humor changes so much throughout your life.
I know.
I mean, maybe not in high school as much, but definitely in middle school.
I just remember the embarrassing thing I told you.
Yes. Alan, you're a living meme, bro.
Oh, that's one thing. I'll save the embarrassing thing for a different episode. But there was this one kid, I was on call with him. Oh. You never command me ever again.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. Okay, but there was this one time I was on a Skype call like 5 years ago, and this one kid
Skype.
And then this one kid's like, "Alan, you're such a living meme." I'm like,
Skype.
I don't know how to describe it, but I just lost all emotion. And then later on in a chat, someone texted me like, "Alan, I forget you're a real person and not a living meme."
Oh, you're a living meme, Alan. Oh my.
Why would you ever say that to anyone?
To a human being.
That just devalues them.
You're a living meme,
But
bro.
there are people who want to be called living memes. I've seen people like say, "I want to be a living meme."
If I was called a living meme, I would just go to like Iraq or something.
I get eaten by terrare.
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 No, but honestly, dude, like, I know people who are, like, especially in high school, I knew this one guy who, like, really wanted to be the class clown. Like, he really wanted people to know him as the class clown. And he would make some jokes, to be fair, and he was kind of a jokey guy. But whenever you try to tell a joke to him or try to, like, just be funny or crack jokes with him or say anything funny to him or try to make him laugh, he would almost get, like, kind of mad at you, and he would, like... It's like he was gatekeeping humor. Like whenever you told something, or you said something like remotely funny or objectively funny, he'd like be like kind of subtly pissed off at you.
Why? Like what?
Because he didn't say the joke. Because he didn't say the joke.
He'd be mad at you.
He would be mad at you for like you trying to be funny when that's his territory.
He claimed
only I'm allowed to be funny.
Only I can make you laugh.
I am the main character, but I'm not the main character. I'm the class clown everyone loves.
I'm the comic relief. I'm the comic relief, guys.
I'm the comic relief.
I'm just like Kramer.
Was he the Kramer?
Guys, stop laughing. It's not funny.
Guys,
I just want to say hello.
Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. Don't laugh at that. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. He walks in like a random class. That's not a joke. I'm not here. You can't make jokes.
You don't say that.
It's just a joke, bro.
No, but I spent too long. I spent too much of my time in high school trying to like be friends with this guy.
Oh my goodness.
Just because I thought, because I was new to this school at that point, during our high school, and I really wanted to be friends with him because he had been here at the school since like freshman year, and I wanted to be his friend. I realized how toxic of a person he was, and yeah, it was not cool.
Yeah. I think you brought this up. Like how all the class clowns have kind of just faded out once they got to high school. Once they graduated high school, because then they realized it's not really worth it to be a class clown in college. Yeah,
because like all that attention seeking just kind of goes out the window because you realize how big the world is, and how like not to devalue yourself as a person, but how small you are in comparison to the literal population of the world.
There's like 70 class clowns per like high school. Imagine like a university that it's not even this big. How many there are here?
If you want to be the class clown in university,
you have to.
I have no words for you.
I mean, if that's your personality, is naturally being comedic. But if you're not trying to be like, hey, that's what she said.
Hey, professor, you can grade these nuts.
Oh, damn!
He needs some milk.
I was like, why be funny in front of a group of 60 people ranging from the age of 18 to 45, man?
Some of the people have kids already. Literally, one of my friends in my ecology class has a kid. And I'm like, what? Like, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's like you're 18, 19. I can barely take care of myself. How are you taking care of a baby?
Like, and you were saying how you knew a lot of people from like middle school.
Yeah, a bunch of people from my middle school. They're like my age, like just graduated high school,
and they already have kids.
They're either pregnant or about to have a kid, or in the case of this one girl, about to have 2 kids.
Dang,
like, you are 18, bro. I can barely remember to eat. How can you take care of a baby?
I've seen like those memes where it's like I've seen one meme where it was pretty accurate when it comes to like this generation specifically. It's like, my mom when she was 24, I'm going to get married and have kids. Me, I need this giant plush animal.
I need the Guidi.
Yeah, I need like Joey and I trying to like figure out how to get $1,000 to buy boots at the age of 18. My parents at 18. Let me come to America. It's like, and then people our age, you're responsible to take care of a kid, bro.
I don't know, like how do you? I can't imagine raising a kid. I mean, to be fair, it just depends on your situation. Maybe you are like completely capable, but personally, I don't think I could be able to.
Any of us in this room can.
No,
I don't even trust myself around. Cut that out. Cut that out.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I don't trust myself around kids, but that sounds so wrong.
We're keeping that.
We're not keeping
We
that.
keeping it.
Yeah.
It's staying. that.
Like,
This is the same. This is the guy that I was talking about earlier. This is the same.
The class clown.
The class clown.
You got pregnant too.
Yeah, true. It actually heightened his career, honestly. But he
like he was make jokes about like changing diapers and inhaling poop.
no. But one time in class, we both looked out the window, and there were these kids from like some nearby elementary school, like on a field trip, lined up to like tour like the school, and he got up and he goes, let me at him, and he starts running towards the door, and I'm like, dude, what? Like, he said that so loud to the point where the teacher,
I was like,
yeah, could hear him, and I'm like, dude,
stop.
It's
Dude,
funny.
it's so funny.
No, you wouldn't get it. It's
You see,
funny, right?
How do those kids like? How are they in high school so young? Like they just keep getting younger and younger. Like they keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter.
I know. I think it has to just be perspective. It has to be.
Like we were that short. Okay, this is like a different thing. I was like, yeah, they're so like. I think just we were that short.
No, like, to go to a different
I
topic.
wasn't that short.
No,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I remember, growing up in elementary school and thinking to myself, like, man, the 5th graders are huge.
I know. No, I remember when I was in 1st grade, there was this 5th. I distinctly remember this. It was like the 2nd day of 1st grade. There was this kid in like a Bart Simpson T-shirt who looked like a mountain, and I'm sure he looked like the smallest person in the world.
Like he was your size when you were in
Yeah.
5th grade.
And then
But like I always imagine them with like the long hair. It's like the 2000s, like with like the really long shirt, like a Bart Simpson or like gangster Looney Tunes.
yeah.
Jeans that don't fit them in a pair of like bread shoes.
And dude, like, and then when I got into 5th grade, and I'm looking at all the like, at first I looked at myself and I'm like, man, I'm not as tall as I thought I'd be. Like literally, I look at all my friends and we're not like as tall as I remember the 5th graders being.
You're not 7 feet tall with facial hair at the age of 11.
Yeah, I know. And then you look at like the 4th and below graders, and they're like microscopic.
I know.
And you're like
I mean, Alan and I were like driving, and we got stopped by a school bus. There was a kid who was like,
Went up to her ankles.
yes, it was like this kid whose backpack went to like his calves.
It was
He
bigger
was
than him.
tiny.
He could fit in that.
He was. I honestly think he was like this tall.
No, shorter. You're giving like
He was like this tall.
right there.
He was like 2 feet tall, and he like that just blew my mind.
I think our perspective might just be shaped that we always see people bigger. We never look behind, so we're like, oh, we're not that big. So you always compare the bigger kid, the super big kids. You like your mind distorted to super small kids. Your mind's also distorted. Like, wow, these kids are tiny,
Yeah.
but you were that size.
It's crazy, honestly.
Not me. I've been 6'5" since I was like 11.
Out
You're-
the
you-
womb. Wait, were you actually 6'5"?
No, you were born 6'5".
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, when I was like 12, I was this tall.
Oh, no way.
I know.
Just imagine you're like an infant, but you're the height you are now.
You're like,
Your mom's like, "It's okay, Joey," like cradling you, and you're like just this man.
It's like it's like that giant baby from 2020.
I haven't-
I remember the giant baby. That was scary.
It was a really big baby.
It was like a baby that was like this big.
dang. All of these like visual measurements will be great for our audio
I know.
listeners.
About yay tall.
About
for
yay
all-
tall.
Like, what do you want me to say? He was 2.3 feet tall.
8 kilograms.
He weighed about 7 stones. Holy crap, that's Anton Chigurh. Why is he here?
Okay, so there's an elephant in the room. I think we should address
What's up with the gas prices going down? They were so high.
Yeah, right.
What's the deal with gas prices?
What? All right, so what's this elephant?
Okay, let's just say
Sorry.
when Joey and I were at the diner, Joey was stapling my hand to the floor,
Stop.
and he was what
Cut the audio. Cut.
harassing me and threatening
Cut the audio.
to crush me and to find grounded up bones, and he was threatening to stuff me in a trash can for not liking his Spotify playlist. And
I was just trying to get some ass cheeks on my white tee.
what?
I was just trying to get those what's on my white tee.
Dude, we need to get that hand. Oh, sorry.
Can the outro music for this episode be I got ass cheeks
On my white
tee?
Can we all sing it in unison?
I got ass cheeks on my white tee. All these hoes keep grinding on me. Been in the club every night of the week. Keep popping them crispy white tees. I think this is a sign we've run out of things to talk about. We're singing.
Joey, Alan, let's end this one by each of us revealing a very deep, dark secret of ourselves. Joey, you go first.
When I was 11, I got ass cheeks on my white tee.
Okay, this is over.